Hello everyone. We are going to discuss the concept of inverse proportion as we have already discussed earlier, the direct proportion with examples and the methods how we can solve the direct proportion by using the two different methods. So we will discuss today the inverse proportion. Inverse proportion stated that two quantities are said to be in inverse proportion if one of them increases and the other decreases in the same proportion and vice versa. It means that if one quantity is increasing and the other is decreasing, then we can say that the relation is inverse. They are inversely related. Okay, they are inversely related. For example, this is x and this is y. How we can represent their inverse relation? We can represent as x is inversely related to y. So this is the notation that how we can say that one quantity is inversely related to the other. So let's see with the help of example what is its basic concept. Let's take an example. We have an example as John's John's house is 100 kilometer away from office, and he can cover the duration. He can cover the duration that is his journey in different times depending on the speed. In different times depending on speed. Now let's see how. Depending on speed. Okay, let's make a table. Here is a table showing the different columns for different speed for different values. So we are having speed here and time here. Okay, so if the John's speed is 40 kilometer per hour, then the time consumed will be 150 minutes. If the John increases its speed to 50 km per hour, then the time reduces to 120 minutes. If it will be 60 kilometers per hour, then the time will be 100, and if it will be 80, then time goes to 75. Currently, you need not to see how these things are calculated. You just check their relationship. Here it is clear that by increasing speed and time, by increasing the speed, we are increasing the speed, but the time is decreasing. It means they are inversely related to each other. So speed and time are inversely related to each other. So this is the concept of inverse relation between the two quantities when one is increasing and the other is decreasing. It means if you move fast, your time will be reduced. If you move slow, your time will be increased. So this example hopes will help you a lot. Let's take an example to find out how we can solve the inverse proportion by using the proportion method. We have an example. As three pipes take 60 minutes 60 minutes to water the field. To water the field. How much time it will take? Time it will take to water the field with 6 pipes. Let's solve it by proportion method. We are having a proportion method. Proportion method. Okay, we will write as the known quantities as what we are having. We are having 3 pipes and the time. We are having the time, the number of pipes and time. Okay, we can write it as number of pipes. The time is 60 minutes and 6 pipes and the time we have to calculate. We can take it as x. Let's say x. Okay, as it's inverse proportion, so we will draw the arrows as in this way. One is up and one is down, and we will write how from tail to head. We will always write from tail to head. So we will write it as 6 over 3 is equals to 60 over x. Cross multiply them. We'll get x into 6 is equals to 60 into 3. Okay, and then x is equals to 60 into 3 divided by 6 stanza and 30. It means that the time has decreased as we have increased the number of pipes. So with 6 pipes it will take, so our result is 6 pipes will take, result is 6 pipes will take 30 minutes. Okay, so this is how we can solve the inverse proportion by using the proportion method. Let's take another example. We have another example. Example number 2. Okay, what is this? According to this example, 4 people can paint a wall in 3 hours. In 3 hours. How long will it take? How long will it take 6 people to paint the same? 6 people to paint the same. Let's see. Okay, let's solve it. Solution, let's solve it. Okay, we have what we have, number of people and time. Okay, so we will write it as people and time. Okay, we have 4 people who can paint a wall in 3 hours. Then how much time will it take 6 people to paint the same? So time is unknown here. So what we have to do, we will draw the arrows like this and write it in the way from tail of the arrow towards head, and write it in a 6 over 4 is equal to 3 over x. So 6 into x, cross multiply them, and 4 into 3, then x is equals to 4 into 3 over 6. 2 2s are 6, 2 are 4. X is equals to 2. It means 2 hours will be required to paint the wall by using 6 people, by using the labor of 6 people. So it means by increasing the number of people, the time has decreased. So this is how we can solve the inverse proportions by using the proportion method. Let's take another example. We will start direct from the question as example number 3. Let's have an example where we have a farmer and the number of days. Let's solve it directly. We have the number of cows. We have the number of cows is one quantity and the number of days another quantity. Okay, so the question is, a farmer has 8 days food for 33 cows. For 33 cows, a farmer has 8 days food. What he has done, he bought 11 more cows. That is, the cows now become 44. Then for how many days will the food be enough? Okay. Now it means he bought 11 more cows. It means by increasing the number of cows, for how many days the food will be enough. So we will write the arrows as like this. Again we write like by keeping in a way 44 over 33 equals to 8 over x, such that cross multiply them. 44 into x is equals to 8 into 33. X is equals to 8 into 33 over 44. Okay. 2 by 11 3s are 33, 11 4, 4 2s are, and x is equals to 6. So it means that the cow's food will be finished in 6 days if the number of cows are increased. It means the number of cows is inversely proportional to days. So this is how we can solve the problems related to inverse proportion. Hope so it will help you a lot.